Hello and welcome to Oracle of the Divine Ophite. This is a channeled but yet collective tarot reading as well. So I'm acting off of a channeled message that I received and then pulled some tarot cards to clarify the channeled message. And so this might not resonate for everyone, but if it does resonate, please give the video a like and share it if you feel so inclined, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload new videos. So the channeled message that I received was someone's entire future was riding on you. And when I pulled cards for clarification on this, I got this King of Wands energy. So this King of Wands energy, this could be a male or a female. The tarot doesn't have any gender. So this is just someone that has King of Wands energy. This is a mature person, so probably an older person, at least older in the sense of, not being a teenager or, somebody in their early 20s. So they definitely have this mature energy. This doesn't necessarily mean that they're mentally mature or that they're, actually behaving in mature ways, but they just have this King of Wands, very kind of blustery, very assertive, aggressive, overbearing, egotistical, like, really kind of a leadership energy. So this is how they came off to, whoever I'm speaking to out there, you met this person, they came off this way. They came off to you as a leader. They came off to you as somebody who was older and wiser, kind of knew what they were talking about, had some life experience, possibly had some wisdom to share. And this is really how you thought of this person when you first met them. But, maybe not necessarily so, because this relationship, even though it started out as a Two of Cups, which means that there was a bond, but the bond was a false bond. When you met this person, you felt like they were a soulmate, but it turns out that they basically are they're a karmic soulmate, because you've got the Two of Cups in reverse with the Lover. So there's definitely some sort of a past life bond there, but it's not a past life positive bond necessarily. And this person kind of gave you the impression that they could be a source of guidance for you. As I said, like, they appeared wise, and maybe when you met them, you were in a more, maybe a less mature, maybe a little bit more innocent state. But over the course of the relationship, they showed you as clearly as the sun shining in the sky that that wasn't the case. They're not really a wise person. They're somebody that was actually hoping that you would be the one that was the leader, that you would be the one with the wisdom, that you would be the one to share your resources and share your time and, take the pressure off of them, so that they had to do very little leading, very little sharing, and show very little wisdom, which they have done. So whoever I'm speaking to out there, you've been in this connection with this person who has just been expecting you to be the source of their abundance, the source of their prosperity, the source of, their energy. They've been energetically and financially vampirizing you pretty much since the moment you met. But it just took you a while to actually see it clearly and figure it out. And so, the story that the cards are telling here is that, you gave your cup willingly to this person. You came into the relationship with this person with really good intent, really good positive energy, positive purposes. You just wanted to share with them. You just wanted to have a give and take relationship. You wanted to, actually learn from them. You thought that they were interesting and they had really interesting and cool things to share with you. But instead, they just took your commitment, took your love, took your beautiful, open, kind, charitable heart, and just took advantage of you. And so I'm seeing here that you are the one in this relationship that has been doing most of the giving, even though it looked at first like this person was going to be an equal partner and participate in equal give and take. And so whoever I'm speaking to out there, you're probably feeling a bit disappointed, feeling frustrated, feeling like you're tired of this person stealing your energy. And even if you've actually left the relationship with this person, which I'm getting that some of you actually have, you're no longer in this relationship, but some of you are still right in the middle of the relationship. Some of you are still dealing with this person and dealing with this energy drain and having a difficult time kind of seeing a way out of it. For those of you that have seen your way out of it, this person is still connected to your energy. So even though you might be thousands of miles away from them now, they're still obsessing about you. They're still harping on your energy. They're still dreaming about you every night. They're still trying to project themselves into your dreams, project themselves into your life. They're still trying to gain some of your precious, beautiful energy to build abundance for themselves, because this is a person that really doesn't know how to build abundance for themselves. They really don't have the energetic makeup to use their own energy to build abundance. So they steal it from others. And so you might be dealing with energetic vampirism from a really, really long way away. This person could be at a significant distance, but they have some sort of either natural inborn knowledge of how to vampirize energy from a distance, or they're receiving some sort of help. So I'm gonna try to get some more clarification. So you might feel like there's this kind of heaviness that you've been carrying around for a while, and you don't know really where this feeling of heaviness is coming from. You're kind of like, you really shouldn't feel so heavy, because you're not, if you are still in the relationship, then you know where the heaviness is coming from. But if you've left the relationship, you might be feeling like, why am I still feeling heavy? Why am I still feeling drained? And it's because this person's still working on you. This person's still projecting their thoughts onto you and trying to keep connected to your energy, because they actually turned you into a source for their own abundance and their own energy. So even though you've walked away, they don't want to let you go. And so what you might be finding is that, this person is attacking you in your dream state. This person is really trying to stay connected to you through your dreams. You might be dreaming about this person a lot. So sorry there, I had to adjust my camera. So as I was saying, this person might be coming to you in your dream state, trying to connect with you through your dreams. And the reason they're doing that is because it's very, very easy to connect with someone through, their dreams when they're in their astral state. They're, connecting with your astral body, and you're not aware of it because it's your subconscious. So your subconscious is more easily suggested to. So this person has some natural knowledge of how to do that. And because you had such a strong emotional bond with this person, it's been fairly easy for them to do that. So that's one of the reasons that you're feeling very drained. And what they're actually doing is they're trying to present themselves as a Knight of Cups in your dreams. They're trying to present themselves as this very loving, very supportive energy, when in reality they're not loving and supportive at all. But this is the image that they're trying to send to you, so that you'll subconsciously believe that they are loving and supportive, and there might be a chance that you will consciously let them back into your energy, because they know that that you're aware that this is who they really are. So they're feeling trapped in their feelings right now, because they were thinking that you were just gonna stick around for the rest of their life. And actually, I'm getting the impression that this person is maybe a bit older than you, And they were kind of expecting that at some point, like when they were past work age, that, they were just going to be able to retire and you would still be working, so that you'd be able to like financially support them in some way, or like, give them financial support that they would lose with old age, or with, maybe being a little bit older and not being able to go into the job market anymore, or not being able to do things the way they used to be able to do them. So they were hoping that you would fix that problem for them. And that's why they want to stay in your energy, because they really didn't have a plan B. Like that was their plan. Like you were like their retirement plan, basically. So yeah, when you think about it, it's actually unbelievable that somebody would think that way. But I guess people think that way all the time, especially like selfish, arrogant, egotistical people that believe that other people are there to serve them and just there for their benefit and their well-being. So this is one of the mental frames that this person is working in, is that they just want to be taken care of. They just want somebody to like handle their problems for them. And really, like, they present themselves like a king of wands, but actually this is who they are. Like actually they're like a page. They're nowhere near a king. They're not even a queen. They're just this child inside an older person's body. And so they're just expecting that someone's going to care for them like a child. And they were expecting that person to be you. So now that you've been starting to cut your energy off from them, because you are actually, like you're using your mental capacity to, figure out who they are and what they're playing at. And so, and they're also a pretty sneaky person too. Like they're good at manipulation. They're good with their words. They're good with, saying what people need and want to hear when they need and want to hear it. So they're just not a good person to be dealing with. So now I'm going to pull some other cards. I'm going to kind of move these aside. This is like the history of the situation. And I'm going to pull some other cards to kind of show like where you're headed in the future and what are like some of the things that you should do to kind of avoid this person's machinations and get back into a state of being like healthy and self-sufficient. So first card popped out. You have skills. You're a skilled person. You're a person that, you have something in your toolbox that makes it so that you don't have to depend on anyone for anything. So basically, like, you don't need this person, like, at all. And you didn't need them when you met them. You never needed them. They needed you, but you never needed them. You just wanted their love and their support. And I'm getting that they are going to continue. They're going to come back. They're going to continue to try to deceive you. So be prepared for that. If they do come back, or they try to like negotiate with you to stay in your energy, it's lies, it's deceit. This is how this person operates. This person operates in deceit, because really they kind of think of you, like they're actually like magical levels with their deceit. And they might actually even be using magic on you. This is something that I wouldn't put past this person, to be like using moon magic on you, or hiring other people to use magic on you. This is something that person would do. So don't be surprised if it turns out that you find out that someone has been working like dark magic on you, or putting love spells on you, using money spells to try to extract your money and your resources from you. This is something that this person would do. But actually, you have every reason to be hopeful for a bright future, because this is you. You're the sun and the star and the Eight of Pentacles. And there's some sort of wish fulfillment that's coming for you. Now that you've decided to like separate your energy from this person, there's some sort of wish fulfillment coming for you. You just have to maintain your distance from this person and make sure that you don't let them back in your energy. Even if you're still in the relationship for some reason, if you're still dealing with them, you're still trying to come up with, equitable terms for separation, or you're trying to, whatever you're trying to do, keep them out of your energy. Even if you're in the same physical presence with them, you have to find a way to keep them out of your energy. Because as long as they're in your energy, they're going to continue to take from you, because that's all they know how to do. They're not a giver. They don't know how to give. So you have to have your boundaries up and keep them at an emotional and mental distance, which is difficult for you because you're a naturally sharing person. Like, you're just this beautiful, abundant energy you like to share with everyone. And this person knows that. So they know who you are, and they're trying to find ways to manipulate you. And they know that they can tug on your heartstrings and get you to share with them. Share both time and energy. They can get you to share resources. So, they know that your heart is the way to attack you. So when they try to manipulate you, they're going to say things that are basically things that would tug on your heartstrings, or things that would make you feel like guilty or stressed out for blocking out their energy. So they're very adept and very wise at how to do that and play those games. So be aware of that. But you do have the power to keep them out of your energy. You have some of your own magic. You have a very powerful aura. You have very powerful spiritual knowledge. So you know how to protect yourself. But maybe you just haven't felt like you needed to protect yourself from this particular person. But the cards are saying that you do. That you actually need to be wary of this person, and you do need to look at them as a potential threat. Also, don't take any risks with this person. So if this person tries to get you to do something risky, like financially or whatever, don't allow them to talk you into anything. Don't allow them to coerce you or, pressure you into behaving in ways that are against your own self-interest and your own better judgment, because this person also is very lacking in judgment skills. Like, they have very faulty compass when it comes to making good decisions, especially about money, because they've made bad decisions about money their entire life, and that's why they're trying to attach to you. And so, there are some obstacles to overcome in dealing with this person, and kind of learning how to maintain your boundaries with this person, and learning how to separate and deal with their machinations and deal with their bullshit. But you're definitely strong enough. You're strong enough to do it. And you're wise enough to do it, but you're just so damn empathic. And they know that. And they're going to try to use that against you. They're going to try to play the old, oh, poor me, poor me. You might need to take a journey to get away from this person. If you're already away from them, you need to take a spiritual journey, cut cords, have a cord cutting ceremony, or something like that to get them out of your energy. But if you're already far away from them and you feel like they're still in your energy, you might need, you might need to take some extreme measures, even get someone to help you, like call in a spiritual advisor or someone to help you to get them out of your energy. If you're still living with them, if you're still in close physical proximity, you might actually need to take a real journey. You know, you might need to like move to a different town, you know, get away from them, get away from that energy, get away from that influence, get away from that presence. Don't tell them where you're going. You might need to take some drastic action when it comes to that. But, you know, basically for you, you know, the best thing that you can do for yourself right now is to just take care of yourself. Just, you know, after what you've been through with them, you really are in need of some peace and harmony. You really are in need of just relaxing, winding things down, getting out of, you know, because going through emotional manipulation and going through these things with these types of people is very stressful. It's very difficult to deal with. It causes a lot of anxiety and keeps your adrenal glands are just constantly going, like constantly. You're just up all the time. You're just on adrenaline all the time when you're dealing with a person like this. So the most important thing for you right now is to re-find your peace and harmony within yourself. Once you find that, once you figure out how to regain your own peace and harmony, then your vibration goes up. All of a sudden this person can't touch you anymore, but right now they've got you in a lower vibration so that they can access you, and they're going to try to keep you in a lower vibration so that they have more access to you. So you need to just keep in mind that everything they're doing is just trying to manipulate you to keep you in a lower vibration so that they can access you more easily, and that they can manipulate you and steal your abundance and your energy from you. So don't let them do it. Just find ways to find your own peace, meditate, go for walks by yourself, listen to relaxing, peaceful music. Just, you know, get a new group of friends or a new group of associates that you hang out with, like something to take you out of this person's energy, because their energy is just all over you right now, and you need to, that's the first step, is to get them out of your energy. So I think I'm going to leave it there. If this resonated with you at all, please like the video and share it, and also subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. This is Oracle of the Divine Ophite, and I hope this will be helpful to you. All the blessings to you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.